Hello, Paul here from EMD Automotive at Canberra, Sydney. I've just finished putting all this, cleaning all this intake here. As you can see, got one more round to go, but this is much better than before. Have a look at that one there. Much better than much better than before. Same as this side here. See that? It's still black at the bottom, but look, there's a big difference compared to yesterday. So one more round to go and it should be right, but be careful, you cannot use a screwdriver or anything to scrape it. Just get a little wire or something, or a little pick, that's a right angle pick, and just try to pick up the carbon yourself. If you can't pick it up, don't try to scrape it, or put a rag in there and try to use a rag and twist it, because you don't want to scratch the face of the actual, with the seal face of the, with the valve seals on, with the valve seats. So with the valves on where the ports are at the bottom, you don't want to scrape that and then you're going to create damage. So your aim is to get it wet and clean as much as you can and take as much as you can out. But when you start the car up, all that will come off when you're driving because it's all wet now. So that's the whole aim, because you cannot get it wet by putting stuff through the intake manifold throttle body. As good as you spraying it directly into there. Alright? Try your best to clean it, and if you can't, spray some more stuff in there and then start the car up and take it for a long drive, and that will be nice and clean. I've tested the solenoid here, the vacuum control here. Just a vacuum line here. I've tested that one there. That's holding vacuum. And now I'm testing the actual solenoid. Looks like the oil pump's leaking because I can see oil in there. This is the oil, not the oil pump. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The vacuum pump, which is just this one here. There's your vacuum pump right there. Alright, so now I'm going to test the solenoid to make sure it's holding pressure. Sorry, holding vacuum. Sorry, I keep referring to pressure, but it's vacuum. So it's holding vacuum. So what you're going to do is you're going to put power to the actual solenoid. And make sure this one drops down. So when it drops down, that means it's open. Alright? Just like the computer. This one here is earth switch. So it's always got power, and the computer will give it earth to switch it on, which is that one there. Your earth is the yellow black or black yellow, and the red yellow is the actual power. So pin 2 is your earth, which is here. If you look at the cutout there, the little notch there, pin 2 is always, earth is always on your left. Alright? So that notch there, so that's your earth is on your left. So now I'm going to try to actually put power to it so you can see the actual gauge needle drops. Just bear with me. That will be alright there. Alright, I've got that pumped up. It's holding pressure, it's holding vacuum, sorry. Now I'm going to put power to it. And it should drop straight away. You hear that click? That drop down. See it drop? So that means this solenoid here. I can tell this solenoid is a bit noisy. It doesn't click as like a normal one, but it should be alright now. Alright, now I can install the intake manifold and put the spark plugs back, because I took the spark plug out, so I can crank it, and then we'll go from there. Alright, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.